Morning guys, this is Mark McRae, and I had a call earlier on today with somebody who's a business owner, and their business wasn't going too well, and we were talking about his kind of daily routine, how he's running his business. And one of the things that became apparent was that there's so much planning, there's so much trying to do the right thing, there's so much trying to work on the business instead of in the business, that nothing gets done. And the reality is, sometimes what you got to do is just get to the point and get it done. So if your business is in trouble, or it's not going well, or you're just starting, the best and fastest solution is just get to work, right? Everybody knows in their life and their business what's important, what needs to be done. Right? And it normally isn't having a meeting or trying to organize your calendar or looking through Google or trying to educate yourself or going through a morning routine. Just get the job done. Now, as it happens, I'm at a stage in life where I do have a morning routine, and I've designed my life in such a way that I have free time. But when you're just getting going, sometimes the best thing to do is just get started on the important things. And what are those important things? What makes money? So every entrepreneur I know has half a dozen things that he wants to do or wants to try. You ask an entrepreneur what he does, and he'll tell you what he does, and about 5 or 10 minutes later, he'll tell you the next idea. And the next idea might be $1 billion idea. Who knows? But when you actually have to focus and get things done, focus on the thing that's paying the bills. So 80% of your time has to be focused on the thing that's working now, trying to make it better, trying to improve it, trying to make more money from that thing. The next best thing that you're thinking of may or may not work. It doesn't matter how convinced you are that it might work. You still have to focus on the thing that's working now. And it's generally a mistake to try and divide your energy and attention too much to those other things. And the way I like to think about it is, imagine you're going on holiday. And when anybody that I know goes on holiday, they usually have this shopping list of things that they have to do before they go away. They never have enough time, and they have to do triage. They basically have to limit this, all of the things that they have to do down to the absolute most important things. And if you approached every working day in your business like that, you probably do a lot better, right? Just focus on the most important things that move the needle forward, right? It's too easy. One of the easy things to do is to play around with your schedule, is to do infinite planning, and all of those things are great and have their place, but sometimes what you got to do is just get to the point, work in the things that make money, and stop procrastinating. I'm not sure who has to hear that today, but I think it's a very important point that you got to get to work. Business is not a hobby. Right? You're there, and you got to think of yourself like a general. Generals don't go to war because they're bored. When they get there, their intention is very clear. They're there to destroy the enemy. They're there to win. And it should be the same when you're in business. You don't have to destroy the enemy, but you're not there because you're on holiday. You're there to get things done. And if your team sees you with that attitude, that's who they become. I often see people that, and this has happened to me personally as well, I'll take on staff and I can't get to really working with them until a week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks or a month later. So they're passed on to some mid-level manager who doesn't really onboard them correctly. They don't really give them the right tasks. So when it comes time to bring that person into play and deploy them, they have a shock. They almost have a stroke because they think they've gone from zero work to 100%, and it's too much for them. If they come into that culture where everybody is responsible, everybody's got KPIs, everybody knows what they're doing, and there's an expectation that things need to be done, you have a much more productive company. Hope that helps. Best place to find me is on YouTube. Just look for Mark McRae. Give us a like or leave a comment is even better if you found my stuff interesting. Thanks for listening.